Now, what are the types of lead questions that I ask? The reason I want to ask these types of questions is that I want to identify pain. I want to help the realtor understand that from whatever question that I'm going to ask them, that I'm going to be there to provide them an answer that will help get them through a particular point of difficulty that they're currently experiencing. What's an example of that? Well, the different types of questions that I like to ask all pertain to either leads, networking, or marketing. Now, when you set them up, it's an easy transition from having somebody that just walked through the door to somebody that actually wants to do business with you in the future. What are some of the questions? First question, write these down. First leads question I ask is, I'm finding that it's taking longer for buyers to pick out their dream house. Are you finding that it's more difficult to keep track of their leads? Well, as we have expanding inventories, it's very difficult for many people to keep track of whoever it is that they talk to. So when they tell me that yes, they are finding that it's more difficult to keep track of their leads, what I encourage them to do is give everyone that you have to me. I give them a copy of a business booster showing an example of our lead follow-up campaign, and I make them aware of the fact that I will keep track of this lead for you. You won't have to worry about where they're going, and if they decide to wander down the FSBO path or they happen to go into a builder, I'm going to make you aware of it so we can bring them back and we'll keep them in your house. Networking question. Do you feel you have an appropriate amount of contacts that are sufficient to meet your sales needs? Do you feel you have an appropriate amount of contacts that are sufficient to meet your sales needs? Everybody's looking for leads now, gang. Ivan Meisner, great speaker, great trainer, great individual. We also have an interview with him under the Gift of Knowledge series where Tim interviewed him for about an hour. And what I do is I say, well, you know what? I've got something for you. I go out and I grab a copy of a CD, give it to him, say, well, you know what I'd like you to do is listen to this. Listen to this over the course of the next 2 days, and I'd like to follow back up with you. And then what we can do is we can work together to figure out a way that we can work to increase your network of people to help you increase your sales leads. A marketing question. I find that it's taking longer for many people to sell their home. Would it help you save and make more money if more of your listings were selling quicker? Well, who doesn't want to get rid of their houses right out of the gate? Of course it would. So when they tell me that, yes, it would be easier, would help me make more money if I was to do that, what I do is I give them a copy of the marketing booklet that we have within Loan Toolbox called The 33 Ways to Sell Your Home Fast. I'm sure that you are always telling your sellers different things that they need to do in order to make their house more appealing, in order to help it sell quicker, but you'd like to have that third-party validation, and we can do that through this marketing booklet. Another question, are you finding that the shift from a seller's market is causing you to have to revisit your marketing strategies? Are you finding that the shift to a seller's market is causing you to have to revisit your marketing strategies? Well, of course. In my area, gang, if you've got 70,000 homes for sale, and I don't care if you have 15,000 homes for sale, regardless, you have to be able to make that house stand out. You have to be able to make you stand out as a realtor. In our area, of the people that are selling 800 homes, there's over 17,000 realtors. And that's down from 24,000 realtors. You have to be able to stand out in a crowd in order to make people want to work with you. So I go out to my car and I give them an example of Marketing 101, which is a business booster, how to help you stand out in a crowd. Now, I've given you 4 different examples of things that I give to realtors when I ask these questions, and where do I have them? Many of you may have been faced with a situation, or you might have been in a position at one point where there was something that you wanted to give a realtor, there was something that you wanted to give a friend, there was something that you wanted to give a client, but you didn't have it available to you at that moment. Consequently, you get back to the office, you get busy, and a couple of days go by, you don't have it. No, I want to make sure that when I have a question, when I have an issue that I can help somebody with, that I'm available to help them right at that point. Right at that point. What do? Within the back of my car, this is an actual picture of the trunk of my Yukon, I have a file folder. Within the file folder, I have all the pieces from Loan Toolbox that are sitting there, just ready, so that when I ask a question and somebody identifies a particular pain point, that I can go out to my car, give it to them, and take care of it right then. Now, what does that do? What it does for you is it immediately establishes a point that you are credible, that you are somebody that can help them right now, that you are somebody that's already taken the time to be prepared in advance. And if you can do that just by asking them a question in a chance meeting, what are you going to be able to do for them in a loan situation? Then once you start that, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're in front of them all the time. Within Loan Toolbox and within Platinum Plus, we have the Business Booster collection. Now, within the Business Booster collection, what I want to always impress upon people is the importance of staying in front of your database, the importance of staying in front of all those that you know on a consistent, regular basis, so that when they think about mortgages or when they think about real estate, they think of you. And we have the ability to do this through the Business Boosters.